So this is the new updated Hornet two-person tent that I just got from REI, and I kind of stumbled across it because I was just looking at the NEMO Hornet two-person and saw that they had updated it with a Flybar technology on the pole joints, and so was very interested to take a look at this and now have it in my hands. So exciting. So obviously pretty light, has a package weight of 2 pounds, 4 ounces, including the poles and what hopefully are the stakes. And so the packaging feels really nice. The materials are nice ripstop nylon, so definitely feels durable. And after having purchased the Elite version of this, I'd say this version feels a lot more durable to me than just the version that had a little bit lesser of a durable material on it. So I'm going to take out the body of the tent here. So yeah, very nice lightweight packaging. It'll be nice to be able to take the poles out and cinch it halfway down into the compressed version. Although I won't store it that way long term because the material, the more you compress it, it can affect the integrity of it over time. So I'll store it normally in the longer packaging. So I can already feel the Flybar through this, and I'm opening up this is the rain fly, the bright green rain fly here. And initial impressions are it's very light. Almost has a crinkly sound to it, but doesn't feel cheap or anything. When I'm looking at these guy outs, they look a little bit thin, but I think they'll be sufficient for its purpose. I think as long as you stake it out correctly, it shouldn't put a lot of tension on that part. So hopefully it'll hold up just fine. And the next part is the body of the tent, which I'm very interested in because of the updates to what they were dealing with in the older version was that there was not quite enough headspace because the connections were only single point along the bar, which allowed a lot of the mesh to droop in on the sides, and it created just a very constricted feeling, like there's mesh really close to your head if you try to sit up. So what they did is they came up with these fly bars. So see how wide those are? And what it does is it creates 2 contact points on the mesh, although 1 contact point on the pole. So when I do get this set up, it'll be that this part here clips right into the pole. And so when I saw this design, I was drawn to that versus the other versions that only have the 1 connected point. And this is unlike anything I've seen. This is the first kind of Flybar technology that I've seen, although if you know of any, let me know. But it seems like this is going to definitely create more volume of inner tent space, just that livable space. And everything else looks pretty much just like the old versions of the Hornet. And I got this because I wanted not only the greater inner head space that was often cited as a problem with the older model, but I also wanted to make sure that I had enough mesh coming up from the ground to prevent dust, particularly sand, because I live in the Southwest United States. So I wanted to make sure that I had all those bases covered. And I think at 2 pounds 4 ounces packed weight, I think this tent will do just fine. Most of the time we'll be taking this solo, although there's a possibility that I will have another person with me. So in the case of that, we can fit in there reasonably comfortably based on the dimensions. But I think having this Flybar technology, once I get it pitched, it'll prove to be really nice to have that extra head space, just that extra livable space, just in case it is bad weather or something. We need just a little bit more breathing room inside of the tent to deal with or just wait out a storm or whatever is going on there. So from what I've seen, everything else pretty much matches on par with the older version. The mesh, everything else should provide a lot of breathability. You know, obviously having the double layer tent should provide enough breathing room to prevent condensation from happening as long as you pitch it correctly. So I'll be experimenting with that. But as you can see, this new one's got the 2 fly points, the fly bars, at the areas where they were having a lot of that sagging problem with the mesh in the past. So I'm really excited to try this out. It looks really durable. They got a nice, kind of a nice rope, kind of double stitched onto the mesh here, and reinforced on the other side. So I think this will hold up really nice, and I'm excited to give it a try. So this is a sneak peek into the new updated version of the NEMO Hornet 2-person, and yeah, I'm really stoked to give it a try. So hope you enjoy.